double.
he is, yeah. I'll have to have Rachel swing by and get Tom.
And Ross, at 6:45 if you want to open the public hearing.
Okay. At this point, we're just gonna do a public hearing for our engineers to give us the info on
Grant application for
grant
water main
application
replacement.
for the water mains.
Yep.
What meeting is that posted for? I think meeting for 7.
It is. This is the public hearing. It was in the paper for a grant
Post
application.
a public meeting. Is that?
This
posted?
isn't a meeting. It's a public hearing.
A public hearing is a public meeting.
I'm not an attorney. I can't tell you that.
You don't need to, it qualifies under the Open Meetings Act. My question is, did you post the hearing meeting?
It was in the paper.
I'm talking to the mayor.
Oh, sorry.
Post it here? No.
Okay. This would be an Open Meetings Act violation.
Okay. All right.
Okay? If you want to continue with that, that's y'all's choice, but I want to remind you of something. The last year or so when I came, you guys took action on stuff, you ignored correcting it, the AG said you violated the Open Meetings Act. Yes, the AG ruled on it, we wrote about it. The last meeting I come to, you took action on things that weren't on the agenda. I'm hoping that this meeting you would correct it. There's nothing on this agenda to correct it. And now you're gonna hold a public hearing that's not been posted as
All right.
required.
So Lee, if we don't do it tonight, what's the option?
You can do it if you do it with your 7 o'clock budget, or your 7 o'clock agenda.
They can't do it with the 7 o'clock agenda because it's posted and been in the paper for a public hearing at 6:45.
You can delay a 15-minute, whatever you put in the
Nope.
paper, and that's up to you guys. But my point is, here's my point, Ross. And I know you wanna say, oh, I'm just trying to cause problems. I'm trying to fix problems.
No.
Your post online was clear as a bell. You guys had a gal arrested when you could have implemented a village ordinance issue. Well, violations of the Open Meetings Act is a crime. So why should you not be arrested for violating the Open Meetings Act?
Is it an arrestable offense?
Absolutely, it's a Class C misdemeanor. Would you like a copy of it?
No, I'm good.
It's Section 4. Any person violating any of the provisions of this act, except subsections B, C, D, E, and F, which is part of the training, is guilty of a Class C misdemeanor.
Okay.
And when I spoke with Mark Isaac about this years ago, when do you consider something a crime? Not when they do it initially, because most often they don't know about it. When they continue to do it, yeah, it's a crime. So if you want to have your meeting, go ahead. I'm letting you know you're committing a crime. Your police officer here, they're committing a crime if they violate the Open Meetings Act. Here's a copy I'll leave for you. Maybe law enforcement will do their job with you guys like you did with Vicky. That's all I have.
Just for clarification, this is a public hearing. I don't know if you're having a meeting. I'm only conducting a public hearing for the grant application. They're applying for 1.5 million from the CDBG fund. They're applying for a grant for construction funds to serve the residents with improvements to the water system. The village has a high concentration of low to moderate income families, and there's a health and safety threat to the residents. The CDBG grant is funded by the federal government and administered by the state. The state allocates the funds to various local government units through a comprehensive, competitive application process. For the public infrastructure component, the applications are due August 27, 2026. The project will consist of water system improvements by replacing approximately 11,035 lineal feet of water main, including 9,315 lineal feet of 6-inch PVC, 580 lineal feet of bore, 1,140 feet of lineal feet of 6-inch directional bore, hydrants, meters, service lines, and all appurtenances, and activity delivery to serve residents in the project area. The project activities that we undertake with additional project funding are none. Of the requested 1.5 million public infrastructure construction grant, 77.07% or $1,156,050 will benefit low to moderate income individuals. A plan to minimize displacement and provide assistance to those displaced has been prepared by the Village of Kansas and is available to the public. This project will result in no displacement of any persons or businesses. It was explained that the CDBG fund program requires the village to discuss and determine short and long-term housing, community development needs, and activities. Some of those that are typically identified for small towns are infrastructure improvements, including major upgrades of the village's water distribution system, equipment purchases, major storm drainage improvements, such as new culverts and ditch maintenance, housing rehabilitation project for single-family owner-occupied homes and sidewalk improvements. It was discussed that approximately 11,035 linear feet of 6-inch diameter water main will be replaced. Many residents are dependent on unsafe drinking water. This is supported by the photos submitted by local residents. The Village of Kansas is applying for a $1.5 million grant. According to LMISD 2016-2020, 77.07% of the residents in the Village of Kansas were considered low to moderate income in the project area. There will be no displacements. The project benefit area in the Village of Kansas includes Buena Vista Street on the north, Center Street on the east, Front Street on the west, and Cherry Street on the south. The Village of Kansas did not have the funds to finance the necessary water main replacement. The village only has 5 months of operating expenses available in the water fund. In addition, some other comments, the department has allocated an estimated $25 million in CDBG funds to the Public Infrastructure Program component. It is a competitive application program. The grant ceiling is $1.5 million. Funds can be used for water and sanitary sewer systems, storm sewer upgrades, or combined sewer separators, and storm sewer projects. Construction, reconstruction, rehabilitation, demolition, or installation of public improvements are eligible activities. And I'll answer any questions about the project. Do I got any questions? Sure.
Is somebody taking minutes of this?
I am.
I just want this on the record. Do you have a meeting agenda for this hearing?
This public hearing was published in the local paper.
I didn't answer the
Do
question.
you have a meeting agenda for this hearing? I just want that question included in the minutes for your hearing.
Are you asking if I have a?
Is there one for this hearing right now?
I don't have an agenda.
Okay.
Does anybody on the city council, village council have one?
I just want to make that sure that's included in the meeting minutes, or the
Absolutely.
hearing minutes, whatever you want to classify it as, because it is a public meeting. Hearings are public meetings. That's all I got. Thanks.
I'll ask a question to the council. Does anybody have an agenda? It's a simple yes or no
In the agenda for this evening.
for your regular meeting.
Yes.
Okay. If you don't have one for the hearing, he's holding right now.
No.
Thank you.
Other than what he's published in the paper.
I've actually never seen an agenda for the public meeting before.
I can't help you with that.
I mean, we do this for towns like Litchfield, Pana, all, I mean,
Everybody does it. It's a
I'm not
budget.
saying it's right, it's not. I'm just saying that there's probably a lot of lack of knowledge about it at this moment.
And that's what we've tried to do with what we're doing here. And it gets it going.
If there's no further questions, I will close the public hearing at 6:53. Thank you.